Honestly, based on the emails that we'd got in the staff meeting, I was like, I feel like the governor is coming out here today or something. I was like, I feel like there's going to be someone from the state. It's going to be an announcement about the school or about education. I had no idea there was anything resembling an award happening. When I heard my name, that wave of disbelief washes over you at first. There's that moment where you're like, that was really my name. It couldn't have been. No. This is the kind of thing that doesn't actually happen. It was it's a wonderful surprise. Like, I love what I do, and I feel very blessed to be where I am and very lucky to be where I am. But you don't expect something like this to just happen. I became a teacher because of two people in particular. I had a teacher my senior year of high school whose name was Mr. Wagner. He was a math teacher and an English teacher. He was also my mock trial coach. And the thing that always got me about him was he cared more that we were engaged as people than he cared about us learning calculus or even doing mock trial or anything. And that really stuck with me. When I first went to college, I went for pharmacy. And I spent 2 years in pharmacy realizing, I don't think I like this very much at all. I'm just good at chemistry. And I called some of my former teachers. I called Mr. Wagner, who I mentioned, and I also called Miss Steffen, my senior English teacher. She took me to a U of M football game. I don't like football, sorry. But she took me because she was like, we're going to talk about what you should do for college. And when we were talking, she asked, well, when you picture yourself and what you do every day, can you think of something that you would just be like, this is what I want to do every day, and then figure out, can you make any money doing that? And the answer was, well, I felt like that when I was in your class, Mrs. Steffen. And so here we are. Those two are really the people who, more than anybody else, directed me in this journey. Teaching is one of those jobs where we all saw, like during COVID, when the schools shut down, it affects everybody. We have this huge role in the society. And I know there's a lot of teachers and there's a lot of years where it feels like we just do this and no one cares. And the truth is, I think there's a ton of people who care. They just don't know how to show that they do. There aren't enough public forums to show support. People are like, remember to be nice to your teachers, kids, but they don't know what to do beyond that. And I think awards and recognition give people opportunities to provide the support that their teachers need. 20% time, yeah. 20% time is something I've been doing for a couple of years now with my students. It's this idea that 4 of the 5 days a week are mine, and 1 of the 5 days a week is for them to pursue something that they want to learn about, that they can relate back to the standards in some way. And I've had a lot of really fun things kids have done over the years. Like, I make them do research and document their stuff. I make them fill out time logs and learn MLA style for English. But I've had kids learn to do video games in Python. I've actually had kids make a racing lawnmower one year. They did a great presentation about it at the end too. I've had kids make me stuff in the welding lab. I've had kids do some public awareness stuff for homelessness, all kinds of things. When you give them a chance to follow what they're passionate about, it's really exciting what they can end up with. I try to make that pretty much the cornerstone of my curriculum. Like my seniors right now, a lot of them are writing papers, and I never assign a topic for a paper. I think if you do, you just you can suck the joy right out of it. So instead, I've always been a believer, you give them a goal to accomplish or a type of paper they have to do. Like, they're doing a research paper right now. They're all researching what they're passionate about or what they're interested in. With my juniors, we have to read a book. I let them vote and we pick the book to read. I really think that when you give them that degree of ownership, it makes a really profound difference in what they're capable of doing and willing to do. I know we were talking in this meeting about young people going into the profession in the future. I'm lucky this year I have 2 students. One's in Education Academy, she's my student teaching intern. So she's a high school, she wants to be an English teacher. And I have another one who's in Allied Health and Nursing who wants to be an English teacher. And that's a really rare thing for me sometimes, because there's not a lot of public showings of support for teachers yet. But I think the more that we show these young people Yeah, the job doesn't make the most money in the world, but I really believe there's nothing more rewarding I could do with my life. And I think the more people learn about that, the more we can empower the education community as a whole. Hi, I'm Ryan Gilbert. I teach English at Ohio High Point Career Center in Bellefontaine, Ohio, and I'm a Milken educator.